like a nice cup of tea in the morning, for to start the day, you see. And at 11:30, well, my idea of heaven is a nice.
Hi, welcome back to Granny's Vintage Cookbook Revival. Today we're going to do a recipe called the Brazil Nut Gateau. The reason being is that my granny would always, we would always get our granny a box of Brazil nuts for her Christmas present, among other things, but she loved Brazil nuts, and I can't remember if they were chocolate covered. I don't think they were. I think they were just plain Brazil nuts. So in honour of the Christmas presents we used to get her, I am going to make a Brazil Nut Gateau. I've never made it before. This is completely new to me, but I've got all the ingredients and we'll run through those now. So we need 3 eggs, and I might need my glasses. I've got my glasses here because the writing's really small in the recipe book, but we'll see how we go. See if my old eyes can manage it. So we have 3 eggs. In the recipe book it says the amount of flour has to go with the weight of 2 eggs. So the weight of 2 eggs of flour, just all-purpose flour. We have a teaspoon and a quarter of baking powder. We have an ounce of crushed Brazil nuts, and the weight of 2 eggs of caster sugar. And we've got a little bit of water if we need it. So here we go. We have to separate the eggs. As it's a gateau, you mix the egg yolks with the sugar, and then you actually fold in the whipped egg whites. That's the way it's done, I think. And we're just going to give that a go now.
Everything up here is new. I can't stand it, just must land it. Going back to old Yazoo. Everything you do, people got their eyes on you. It's compelling, yeah, me yelling. Going back to old Yazoo. If you don't like beans and rice, get your rice and beans. If you don't like greens and ham, just get your ham and beans. How long will I have to wait? Standing at the station gate, broken hearted, gotta get started. Going back to old Yazoo. Oh, take me back to old Yazoo. Everything up here is new. I can't stand it, just must land it. Going back to old Yazoo.
That looks nice, doesn't it?
Everything you do.
I don't usually make cakes like this, like they used to. I just usually bung everything in a bowl. It usually turns out all right. It's edible. It feels nice doing it this way. Okay, so we have separate the eggs, whisk the yolks and sugar together until thick and creamy and free from dark streaks. Yes, stir in the flour lightly, also the ground nuts, adding about a tablespoon of water as required. Okay. Okay, so this has to be mixed into here. Just mix it in a minute. There we go. I've put the baking powder into the flour. Spoon. The donuts.
Take me back to old Yazoo. Everything up here is new. I can't stand it, just must land it. Going back to old Yazoo.
It says I can add a tablespoon of water, and I think it needs it.
Everything you got the rise on you. It's compelling, yeah, me yelling, going back to old yazoo.
Right. Remember, we haven't put the whisked egg whites in at the moment. Now we've got the egg whites, we're going to whisk those up. I'm not going to put that over my head. Looks more like a cake consistency to me. In the oven we go. Okay, after 15 minutes I could smell the cake burning slightly. You don't normally open the oven when you've got a cake cooking because it could sink, but I thought, right, let's go for it, and I could see, so I whipped it out the oven. You can see it's a little bit burnt. Not quite an epic fail. I mean, someone might consider it an epic fail, but I think the reason why is because my cake tin, I put it in a cake tin that's too big. So it was spread over a larger surface area. Might try it. It's the only cake tin I've got, so I will have to buy a smaller one and see how that works again. But what we can do, I'm waiting for it to turn to cool down, and then we can just slice the little crusty bit off the top, and we're going to ice it anyway. We can disguise everything. That's what it is about baking, sort of making it work. So I think we can make it work. So we'll ice it later. We'll just wait for it to cool down. Okay, so what we're going to do is try to make a silk purse out of a sow's ear, or turn this from a epic fail into a tasty success, or almost a tasty. I think it's going to be a tasty success. After baking and cooking for so many years, I think I know what to do with this. Okay, so let's go. Okay, that's done. It's not your usual cooking recipe video. Okay, all right, so just reading through this, I've got to make some coffee butter icing now to disguise the horror show that is this Brazil Nut Gateau. Okay, So it says, when cold, spread the sides with coffee butter icing, which should be coated with ground Brazil nuts. It says, to make the coffee butter icing, roll the lumps out of the icing sugar and rub it through a hair sieve. So it's the 21st century and I don't have any lumps in my icing sugar. So let's carry on. We will need some ground Brazil nuts, some whole Brazil nuts for decorating, 100 gram-ish, 110 grams of butter, 225 grams of icing sugar. So it's double the amount of icing sugar in weight to the butter. Now we have to put in the coffee. Perfect. Should I clear the mess up? No. I'm having too much fun. Don't worry about the crumbs. Okay, now at this point you might be thinking this is a video about how not to make a Brazil Nut Gateau, but just like everything else in life, when baking, never give up, never give up. So now it's time to put the Brazil nuts on.